Hi everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm wearing a shirt again. Wow! So today we're here to speak about a very interesting topic, which is pen and paper. So I feel like this is one of those videos of if you could only watch something that's going to inspire your life, this would be one of those videos. Again, this is a very simple thing, and when you think about it, you're going to be like, really? Really? Pen and paper. These are the only tools, of course, we need more, but these are the only tools that you need in your life. And I'm going to tell you why. It has had such a great influence on me, on my growth, to just have pen and paper by my side. The basic things is that we're going to focus on three things that with pen and paper you can do. And you already know what these things are. But the basic point is when you really think about it, and when you can transition from digital side into actually writing stuff down, there's a difference. So the three topics that I want to talk about are more of like creative, self-help, and maybe even spiritual. I'm going to make a separation between spiritual and self-help because I feel like I want to make a clear-cut distinction there with a pen and paper. Also throughout these years because I've used pen and paper in different scenarios and I have a different opinion now that I had many years ago. So I feel like the first topic of this video and the first introduction is that I do feel like the digital world, it is a benefit. It is a major tool in our world. But I do feel like sometimes going back to our roots and having just a simple pen and paper at your disposal is so much better. So I said that I wanted to talk about the creative side of things. I feel like pen and paper can give us access to a lot of different things like coloring, like drawing, that at first sight they might seem weird activities or hobbies, but these will give you a different flow state than you are used to in your life, your routine, your work. When was the last time that you just sat down and you draw or you colored something? And there's something very poetic about it. And there's something very psychological about it because it just frees your mind and it makes you focus on something different. And that's what we need is something different. So much content we watch, so much BS we watch, so much people we deal with daily, and at the same time we do not give ourselves the freedom to feel something different. So what I'm offering you in this video is for you to feel something different, and that's great. So the creative side of things is to do that, or you can even write books or create your own imagination, use your own imagination to do stuff with that. But the basic point that I was talking about is that there is a clear-cut difference between, as an example, drawing and coloring on the computer, digital art, to physical art and doing it in pen and paper. The abstraction, because it is an abstraction of using devices, it is still like this variable is still the unknown. What I mean is that tech and technology, every single invention, gadget is so recent that we still don't comprehend the fully implications of it or the variables that come with it. The basic point is that giving you a different thought, giving you a different way of connecting with yourself and not using a screen. And I'm telling you this because you're watching a video on a screen, I'm filming on a screen, I'm using a gadget, etc. This is very cool, having that creative freedom with using your hands. Now I want to go for the self-help part, and then we're going to separate for the spiritual. Self-help, you can do a lot by journaling, and you can do a lot by writing stuff down, your goals for the day, etc. I want to make a distinction already in this topic because I do feel like journaling has a lot of positives and a lot of benefits, but it also has some downsides, which is it puts you a lot in your head. The more you write down and you either vent or you are either objective about it, the more you vent and you go this way, you are not going to help yourself. Try it short term or even long term, however you want. But I felt like after so many years, I've wrote so much stuff and it has helped me to deal with so much stuff. but nothing has helped me more than just getting out there and just doing stuff. The more you write down, the more you want to write. That's always what I say. This case or this specific point about journaling. In terms of writing your goals, writing stuff that you have to do, it's great. And then you also have the success and that emotion, that feeling of greatness, of dopamine, that hit of dopamine when you cross out or you just throw out the paper and you're like, okay, I did this. I actually achieved this. This is done. It's very, very cool. And lastly, the spiritual side of things. I feel like you can do a lot with pen and paper in terms of letting go of trauma, even creating some cathartic feelings of writing a story about the love of your life, about this great experience that you had, or whatever. But this is all true and it does help you moving forward. It does help you give some peace to yourself. And maybe if you don't have contact with the other person, with the situation. The spiritual side of things of using pen and paper is that you got to be careful with anything. You can become addicted to it. Okay. And it may seem a little bit weird and you may think, what? And I do have to close the little bit of fighters now. Just like we are closing and we are adjusting the environment that we are in, it's the same thing with using pen and paper. You have to be careful. Overusing anything, and this may seem completely honest, this may seem stupid, but overusing anything just leads to one thing, which is overusage. You are putting more and more energy and more thought in your mind into it. And that's something that we want to avoid. Okay. We want to avoid in terms of we want to do things with a balance. Okay. I hope you're still here. I hope I didn't lose you with the spiritual side of using pen and paper. What the heck is this guy talking about? I'm basically telling you that you can become addicted about writing stuff, or you can become addicted to a more negative and a more melancholic side of things. And I don't want you to do that, okay? Because there's always two sides of the same coin. Now, the basic point of me talking about this video or making this video is that I feel like pen and paper is such a gift that we have that you can do anything and you can organize your life. You can write down how many days you have been on a diet, and it's so bare bones and basic that I just feel like it's the feeling that we are missing in life. We use so much technology and so much digital stuff for everything that sometimes we forget how bare bones and basic life really is and how it can be. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you pick up a pen and paper, and I will even give you an extra tip. With pen and paper, you can actually learn new words. You can learn new languages. And again, this might seem, what the heck is this guy talking about? This guy's just telling me basic shit. But basic shit is what we need in today's world. Quote me on that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my shirt once again. Bye bye. Have a nice week. Bye.